Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 11th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far, but it's a great Monday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather. Got the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country and the tropical weather outlook as well. Also, take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlooks for day 2, 3, and 6. Also, the current watch and warning advisory map. Also, your local forecast is included, which is coming up next after this satellite imagery here as well for your Tuesday and Wednesday. And also take a look at the fire weather concern toward the end of the video. So make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see here we got a little storm system moving across the southeastern U.S. which is going to bring some precipitation to portions of Alabama, Georgia, maybe southern South Carolina, Florida, and continue to push on away from the area. You see some activity in the tropical Atlantic, but nothing to write home about. Some activity across South America, Central America, the Eastern and Pacific Ocean towards the South American and Central America coastal areas, also Mexico. Something could develop here in the tropical Eastern Pacific off the Mexican coast later on down the road. We'll continue to monitor that and see if anything develops in the region. We got more storm system moving across areas of Wyoming through Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, South Canada, and got another little storm system here moving toward the northwestern U.S. But right now everything's pretty quiet there at this time. So, alright, let's move on into your local forecast now. It should roll out for your Tuesday outlook, and it should roll out something like this here across the board. Alright, shower activity over here in Washington State, Oregon, Northwest California, and the coastal waters. Thunderstorms and showers down across Arizona, northern Texas. Then again for a portion of the northern Gulf, down toward northern Cuba. Also in the Bahamas, northwest Bahamas, Florida Keys, much of Florida, South Georgia, southern Alabama, Mississippi, the Florida Panhandle, and also the coastal waters off the southeast coast. Alright, we got more thunderstorms and showers from Kansas to Missouri to Illinois to Wisconsin to Iowa to Michigan, also Minnesota, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, South Canada, over to Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, also toward New York State, Pennsylvania, and portion of West Virginia and Ohio areas as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's roll on into your Wednesday forecast now. It should roll out something like this here across the board, and you can see the warm fronts and cold fronts across the area as well. So let's go ahead and let the weather features load up here, and we'll discuss this in just a few seconds. Alright, here we go. We got some mixed precipitation in portions of Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. Thunderstorms and showers for southern Canada through Washington State, Oregon, northern California, Nevada, stretching into Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, a little bit in areas of Nebraska, Montana. You're included in that as well. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from up here for eastern Lake Superior through northern Michigan, also over towards areas of New York State, Maine, Atlantic coastal waters, all the way down toward the northwest Bahamas, northern Cuba, the Florida Keys, much of Florida, the Panhandle areas of Florida as well, back into Mississippi, Alabama, the Carolinas, Tennessee and Kentucky areas as well, in West Virginia, D.C., Maryland. You're included in that also. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And it should roll out this here across the board. Alright, we got some frost and freeze products for Maine, stretching into New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State, down to Pennsylvania, West Virginia, also Ohio, also Michigan, Indiana. Frost and freeze products. The lighter blue is the frost advisories, and the purple is the freeze warnings. We have red flag warnings up here in Minnesota, down to Iowa, also through Kansas, Nebraska through the Dakotas, and Montana. Getting ahead of myself, special weather statements in Minnesota and also Montana. Hydro issues over areas of Montana, also stretching into northern Wyoming. More special weather statements for portions of Colorado and also Utah. Air quality alerts in portions of Colorado. We have some flash flood warnings down here, with river flood warnings also in effect for Mississippi, Louisiana. And also we have some air quality alerts, sets of heat warnings in effect for Arizona, Southern California, and the orange is heat advisory, wind advisory in Northern California, Eastern Oregon, and southwestern portion of Idaho. We still got that flood advisory for portion of Washington State and Minnesota. Small craft advisories up here along the Maine coast, then down here along the outer banks of North Carolina, stretching to the northeastern Florida coast. Northern California to Oregon and Washington State, southern Hawaii and chain island, around the Alaska region. Inland Alaska, we have some red flag warnings here. And then we have some hydro issues. Also, we have some blizzard warnings to the north. In the blue there, freeze and spray warnings, and the green is flood watches. Alright, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2. And we have a marginal risk down here from Tampa to Melbourne to Miami. General thunderstorm from New Orleans all the way to the Florida Keys. And general thunderstorm from Tucson to Flagstaff. And then for portion of Northern California through Medford, Oregon, and Portland, Oregon as well. Also toward Pendleton. Then we have general thunderstorm from Duluth, Michigan to Cleveland, Ohio to just northeast of Oklahoma City. Then from Springfield to St. Louis to Hannibal to Springfield, St. Louis, Pierre, Chicago, and Milwaukee. We have a marginal risk there as well. Tornado probability rolls out like this: 2% of just portions of northern areas of Oklahoma, portions of southeastern Kansas, and western portions of Missouri. Damaging winds rolls out like this here: 5% from areas of northern Oklahoma, Kansas, stretching over to Milwaukee, then across from areas of Tampa to Melbourne to areas of Miami. That's for large. That's for damaging wind. Large hail pretty much from Milwaukee to Hannibal, just northern areas of Oklahoma. Alright, now let's roll on into day number 3, which is Wednesday. Alright, we got general thunderstorms stretching from over here Watertown, New York to the Florida Keys, stretching over towards Atlanta, Georgia, Columbia, South Carolina, Birmingham, Alabama. And then again from Waco, Texas, far northwest is Spokane, Washington. We have a marginal risk around Mezzalona and also Great Falls, Montana. And then again from Pittsburgh, Charleston, and Roanoke areas as well for day number 3. Probability should be around 5%. There we go. Alright, day number 6 rolls out like this here across the board. And here's a slight risk that has been added from areas of Wichita Falls, Fort Steele, Norman, Oklahoma City, Woodward, up to Wichita areas as well of Kansas. And that is a 15% risk area for severe weather for day number 6. Alright, fire weather concerns rolls out like this here. And it should come up in just a few seconds. Here we go. From Bismarck, North Dakota down toward Hastings areas of Nebraska to Lincoln in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, Sioux Falls City. Sioux Falls and then Sioux City areas as well. You can see an elevated risk for fire weather. That's why you see the red flag warnings issued in that area in the current watch and warning advisory map for that location. Alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.